Welcome to the YouTube channel, Contact Center Knowledge Hub, your one-stop solution for expert guidance, best practices, and actionable knowledge in the world of contact centers. Explore, learn, and enhance contact center skills. Here's a comprehensive breakdown of the challenges in maintaining low attrition in a call center, organized into workforce, operational, cultural, and external factors. Let's begin with the workforce-related challenges that drive attrition in call centers. The first and most pressing issue is the high-stress work environment. Call centers are built around strict KPIs such as average handle time, customer satisfaction, and first call resolution, all while managing heavy call volumes. This constant pressure creates stress and burnout, pushing many employees toward voluntary exits. Next, there's the impact of monotonous job roles. When daily tasks become repetitive, with limited skill variety or problem-solving opportunities, disengagement grows. Agents begin to feel like they are simply processing transactions rather than adding value, a mindset that often leads to turnover. And finally, career growth limitations play a major role. When employees don't see a clear path to promotion, upskilling, or lateral mobility, they begin to look elsewhere for growth. Even highly capable agents will not stay long in an environment that feels stagnant. In short, workforce-related challenges highlight that attrition isn't just about pay, it's about stress, job design, and long-term opportunity. Without addressing these factors, even the most competitive salaries won't keep agents from leaving. Now let's turn to the compensation and benefit pressures that drive attrition in call centers. The first factor is the competitive job market. In today's environment, rival firms are constantly competing for talent by offering better salaries, performance incentives, or flexible hybrid work options. When agents see that their peers are earning more or enjoying greater flexibility elsewhere, loyalty to their current employer quickly erodes. The second factor is wage inflation. Rising labor costs make it harder for organizations to keep compensation packages attractive while still managing budget constraints. Leaders are often forced into a balancing act, either raise wages and face margin pressure, or hold wages steady and risk losing talent. Neither choice is easy, but the wrong balance can accelerate turnover. In short, compensation and benefit pressures remind us that retention is directly tied to market competitiveness. If organizations don't offer fair pay and modern benefits, even satisfied employees may eventually be drawn away by better opportunities. Another critical driver of attrition lies in scheduling and work-life balance. The first challenge is rigid shifts. When employees have little to no flexibility in their schedules, dissatisfaction grows, particularly among younger workers and part-time staff who value balance and autonomy. Overly rigid schedules create stress and make it harder for agents to integrate work with personal commitments, leading many to explore more flexible job opportunities. The second challenge is overtime pressures. In many centers, attrition itself leads to understaffing, which forces the remaining agents to cover more shifts or work longer hours. This creates a burnout cycle. The more agents leave, the heavier the workload becomes for those who remain, which in turn accelerates further attrition. In short, scheduling and work-life balance challenges show us that retention is not just about pay or career growth, it's about respecting employees' time. Flexibility and fair workload distribution are essential to breaking the cycle of burnout and turnover. Another major set of challenges driving attrition comes from operational and technological barriers. The first challenge is outdated systems. Legacy telephony or CRM tools slow down workflows, force manual processes, and create daily frustration for agents. When employees feel they're battling the system as much as serving customers, disengagement rises, and many choose to leave. The second barrier is limited automation. Without effective self-service options or AI-powered chatbots, agents are burdened with repetitive, low-value tasks. High call volumes that could have been deflected or automated instead pile on to the front line, leading to stress, fatigue, and higher turnover. And finally, inaccurate workforce forecasting compounds the problem. Poor demand prediction results in frequent overstaffing or understaffing. Overstaffing leaves agents idle and disengaged, while understaffing overloads them with relentless queues. Both extremes damage morale and ultimately fuel attrition. In short, operational and technological barriers remind us that retention depends on the tools and processes agents work with every day. When technology empowers them and staffing is predictable, employees are more likely to stay. When systems fail and forecasting falters, attrition follows. Another critical driver of attrition comes from leadership and culture gaps within the organization. The first gap is weak manager-agent relationships. When supervisors fail to build trust through clear communication, regular check-ins, or personalized coaching, agents often feel invisible. Without guidance and support, disengagement grows, and employees begin to seek stronger leadership elsewhere. The second gap is the lack of recognition programs. Agents who consistently meet or exceed targets, or who achieve personal milestones, expect acknowledgement. When their efforts go unnoticed, loyalty weakens. Recognition doesn't always have to be monetary, but it must be consistent and meaningful to retain top performers. And finally, low engagement levels across the culture can quietly fuel attrition. If employee satisfaction surveys are ignored or feedback loops are weak, agents feel their voices don't matter. This lack of involvement in shaping the workplace drives disengagement and accelerates exits. In short, leadership and culture gaps remind us that attrition is not only about pay or workload, it's about how employees feel about their leaders and their workplace. Strong relationships, consistent recognition, and active engagement are the foundation of loyalty. Another powerful driver of attrition comes from the customer expectations and KPI pressures placed on frontline agents. The first challenge is unrealistic SLA targets. Many centers push aggressive performance metrics, such as keeping average handle time below 4 minutes, regardless of issue complexity. Without the right tools, training, or staffing, these goals feel impossible to achieve. The result is constant pressure, frustration, and eventually burnout, pushing employees to exit. The second challenge lies in difficult customers. Agents frequently deal with angry, escalated, or even abusive interactions. Day after day, this emotional strain takes a toll on morale. When employees don't feel protected or supported in handling such calls, they begin to see attrition not as a choice, but as a necessity for their well-being. In short, customer expectations and KPI pressures remind us that attrition is not only shaped by what happens inside the center, but also by the emotional weight of serving customers. Without realistic targets and strong emotional support systems, attrition becomes inevitable. Finally, we must account for the external and economic factors that shape attrition, often beyond the control of call center leadership. The first driver is local job availability. In regions where multiple contact centers or service providers operate side by side, employees have greater mobility. With so many options available, agents can switch employers easily for slightly better pay, shorter commutes, or more flexible schedules. This competitive landscape makes retention significantly tougher. The second factor is the influence of economic booms or downturns. During economic booms, voluntary attrition rises as employees chase better paying or more attractive opportunities. Conversely, in downturns, attrition may temporarily decline as job security becomes a higher priority than career mobility. While external conditions cannot be controlled, they must always be factored into retention strategies. In short, external and economic factors remind us that attrition is not solely an internal issue, it is also shaped by the labor market and broader economic cycles. Leaders must monitor these external signals and adapt their retention strategies accordingly. Thanks for watching my YouTube channel, Contact Center Knowledge Hub. If you found this helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more insights. See you in the next video.